Hey Freedom Lovers, this is Dr. Peterson Pierre with America's Frontline Doctors bringing you today's Daily Dose. After President Trump and HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. recently announced that acetaminophen, the active ingredient in Tylenol, may cause autism when taken during pregnancy, the medical industrial complex pushed back instantly. Legacy media outlets ran headlines insisting that acetaminophen is safe. Medical associations, of course, issued their predictable denials. But the science isn't settled. Some studies conclude that there is no causal link. Many show strong associations. In 2021, 91 scientists and public health professionals signed a consensus statement warning that Tylenol during pregnancy could raise the risk of neurodevelopmental and urogenital disorders. Tylenol itself admitted that the drug was not safe during pregnancy. In 2017, the company tweeted, quote, "We don't actually recommend using any of our products while pregnant," end quote. Internal documents obtained by the Daily Caller show that Johnson & Johnson, before spinning off Tylenol into the separate company Kenvue, privately acknowledged concerning safety signals related to autism. This is the company that makes the drug. Quote, "The weight of the evidence is starting to feel heavy to me," end quote, wrote Rachel Weinstein, U.S. Director of Epidemiology for Janssen, the pharmaceutical arm of J&J that was still then tied to Tylenol in 2018. A confidential J&J presentation admitted that observational studies showed a somewhat consistent association between prenatal Tylenol and neurodevelopmental disorders. Meta-analyses too suggested there were links. This is the medical science speaking, not the political science. But in a whiplash reversal, Tylenol is not telling mothers that it's perfectly fine to take the drug during pregnancy. What exactly changed? Not the evidence. The need to spite President Trump. Of course, because that's what we live for now. And so, a new TikTok trend was born. Liberal mothers swallowing Tylenol on camera to own the president. Seriously, this is the planet I'm living on right now. You're swallowing something that can hurt your baby, but will never harm the president. Ooh, talk about low IQ. This is depravity. Mothers are willing to risk their baby's well-being for spite against a person they don't even know. It is the same reason some parents are willing to medically mutilate children in the name of gender orthodoxy. It has nothing to do with medicine or science. It's the result of subscribing to dangerous ideologies. Science is about truth, not dogma. And if the evidence is mixed, the burden should fall on those who want to drug children, not on those calling for more studies and safety measures. Why is safety all of a sudden the new four-letter word? But medical science has been politicized to the point that every measure to protect children is met with ideological rage. Why? Shouldn't we want to protect children? This pushback is not for the sake of medicine or public health. It's sacrificing children for a political ideology. This Tylenol uproar shows how easily medicine can be hijacked when politics replace science. Once you see that ideology drives this resistance, the rest makes sense. The reversals, the hypocrisy, the readiness to risk lives for political points. So, how exactly did we get here where stupidity, yes, I said it, hatred and irresponsibility rule the day? Taking a pill that could potentially harm your baby to spite a man you don't even know? I would submit you're not fit to be a mother. The baby's health clearly is not your priority. Negative emotions lead you to absolutely absurd decisions, all the while celebrating your stupidity. I don't care what your politics are. Your priority should be to protect your child at all costs. CPS would enter the picture if you fed something harmful to your child. Before your precious child enters this world, you should ask yourself why you're so full of hate. There's enough of that going on in the world that your child shouldn't have to be subject to it in your own home. Ladies and gentlemen, only the truth will set you free. Stay tuned for the next Daily Dose.